One of the things I enjoy the most about random coward internet trolls is how often they move the goalposts in the same conversation. So this person comes in and goes, 4 clown emojis. Biden is corrupt. Yes, the last 4 ruined this country, meaning the last 4 years. So Biden was corrupt, and his actions over the course of the last 4 years ruined this country. So then people in the comment section start having a conversation with the person, and he comes up with the following. Biden was incompetent. He wasn't running the country. Please. And as the next comment aptly indicates, but you said Biden was corrupt. Now you're saying he wasn't running the country. Which one is it? If Biden wasn't running the country, then he didn't ruin the country in the last 4 years. Did he? See, this is the dilemma you guys have. You want to tell us both sides of everything all the time, and it doesn't work that way, right? You want to tell us that you want to keep the government out of our doctors' offices, but then you want the government to ban abortion. You want to tell us that you want to keep government out of our private business, but then you want the government to tell private business that they can't make getting vaccinated a term of employment, right? You want this, but you want this as well. And the same thing goes with Joe Biden. You want to tell us how senile he was. He didn't know his own name. He didn't know how to put on his own pants. They just propped him up in the corner and let him drool on himself for 9 hours. That was Joe Biden. But you also want to tell us how he was the criminal mastermind of an international crime family that rigged an entire election. You don't get both, right? And that's essentially what you're saying here. Joe Biden's actions, Joe Biden's policies, what Joe Biden did ruined this country over the course of 4 years. But then in the next breath, you tell us that he wasn't running the country. He was incompetent. Back to they stuck him in a corner somewhere and let him eat crayons and roll his turds into little balls. That's what they did with him all day long while somebody else ran the country. You don't get both, numbnuts. You don't get both, right? Just like I don't get to eat the brownies and then be thin. Doesn't work that way because I don't put in the exercise, right? You don't get to say he was both mentally incompetent and therefore not running the country and somebody else was, but then place the blame for anything that you perceived as ruining this country over the course of the last 4 years at his feet. You got to pick one, Puddin'. So, tell you what, why don't you and all your fellow maggots get together for a little team building exercise? You know what I mean? You guys go out in the woods, get a couple of keggers, and just kind of work it out over the weekend. Was he running the country and ruining it for 4 years, or was he incompetent and not running the country? You get back to us as to which one of those bullshit lines you landed on. We'll take it from there.